Narboz! Narboz! Are you injured, my friend? All of this is the deity's fault. They've allowed the demons to take my kingdom and my friends. I curse them all.
Something seems a little off here. How many more days are we going to have to travel?
I can't say. I am unfamiliar with these lands.
At least the sights are beautiful and unspoiled by the horrors of war. Just look at how clear that stream is.
Yes, it is. If I'm not mistaken, it is the natural border that separates Granthar and Elysia from Tyreg.
To think, if we had not been driven from our home, we wouldn't been allowed to see such a beautiful sight.
That's one way to positively look at our misfortune, but I like to think...
Ow!
What happened? Are you hurt?
I scraped my foot.
Let me see. Strange. You cut your foot on something metallic, and it's neither raw metal nor ore. This appears to be crafted.
But you said we would be going through unsettled wilderness.
There shouldn't be any settlements here, no. Maybe we should rest and help you recover.
No, I'm fine. It's only a cut. We must find help for Narboz.
Very well. Let's go.
Look, up ahead.
Huh. So there's a village here.
Well, it seems there is still much for you to learn about your own kingdom.
We must have traveled farther than I thought. We are more likely beyond the borders of Tyreg and Elysia than anywhere in Granthar.
I think he's headed this way.
There are no demons here. He's unarmed, and there are even children here. We may have found ourselves a place of respite after all.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Ah, the bearer of the grim gaze has finally graced our presence. You might be a little late, but it is an honor to meet you nevertheless.
Late? We've been traveling for weeks, and we have one injured among us.
Injured, you say? Brimley, bring the cart! We have someone that might be able to help your friend. Bring that fellow over to Miss Opal's house. We'll take your injured to that large house on the other side of the village and see what we can do. There is a fence by the dock which you can tie your pet to.
Something seems a little off here.
We cannot afford to be picky with who can help us. Let's accept their hospitality, but be on our guard. There. He's all tied up. Now then, what seems to be the problem?
I can feel something lingering upon the air in this place.
Feel what? I don't feel anything.
Exactly. There is a strange emptiness in this village.
Now that you mention it, there does seem to be a certain sadness. It's possible the tides of war have reached the moral here, but this far off. Look, over there.
That island.
Yes, it's certainly a little odd, isn't it?
We can worry about that later. Right now we need to check on Narboz.
Welcome, travelers. Please, your friend is this way. Opal, are you coming?
Yes, I'm just an old woman. I cannot rush as fast as I used to.
Travelers, this is Opal, our healer. She will be able to tend to your friend.
Well met, and thank you.
Let us see what is wrong with your friend, shall we? Is he gravely ill? Tired? Enchanted?
No, it's none of those.
Well, what is it then?
He was injured in a fight.
Injured? But where? I see no wounds.
He was punctured by a spear. Here, just under his cloth.
Eh? There is nothing wrong with him from what I can tell.
What do you mean? Look at him! He's been unconscious for weeks!
He has no physical ailments.
Huh? I don't understand.
He's sleeping.
Sleeping?
He hasn't awoken yet because the healing spell that was cast on him earlier most likely put him to sleep, possibly until he recovers.
What healing spell?
Does this mean he will overcome the injury?
Yes, and when he awakens, should be fully recovered.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing. I recall no healing spell cast upon Narboz. Even if there was one that I missed, you still seem like something is troubling you.
If the wound was as severe as you say, it surely would have had to been closed somehow, leaving some sort of scar. And yet, there is not a tarry of a mark left on him from such a terrible blow.
Narboz's wound may have also been tended to by the Grizz people when we were asleep. Is it possible they had some healing magic or an enchanted wound dressing capable of this amount of repair?
Well, it is possible, but I've never seen or heard of an enchanted garment putting anyone to sleep. That is why I think a spell was cast upon him.
By whom, then? The Grizz people are warriors, and don't have a reputation for being great healers.
Indeed. Had even I been present at the time of the injury, I doubt even I would have been able to heal him as spectacularly, or at all for that matter. The healing of the wound itself had to have been performed by someone immensely powerful. Along with the lack of any wound remnant suggests that this healing spell was perfected by a deity.
A deity?
Impossible!
And why is that?
They would never bother with us.
So certain, are we? I don't see why they wouldn't aid the bearer of the grim gaze.
But the deities weren't present when Narboz was attacked, were they?
Why do the gods need to be present for every moment of our lives?
Then why would they put him to sleep instead of preventing his injury in the first place?
Elow, there's no need to be upset. I'm just glad that Narboz is going to be fine.
Yes, I suppose you're right, Amal.
Thank you, Ms. Opal.
My guests, why don't you rest here for the evening?
That is very kind of you. We'll be off by first sunlight. I haven't slept in a bed in ages. Seems almost uncomfortable now. But Amal should be sleeping soundly. I can probably head over to that strange island and back before she awakens. Who's there?